Going live. Going live. Putting on some music.
Just as long as everybody doesn't mind that I am finishing eating pizza.
Oh, how could you?
If there's one thing people interested in Dungeons and Dragons want no part of, it's pizza.
It's very true. All right. So, last time you guys ventured in to the ruins below Rubble Point, the sandy dungeon, where you discovered a strange pool of water, a bunch of snakes who are not friends to you. You found some graffiti on the walls, and you fought some hellhounds. In no particular order. The hellhounds, which were summoned by by touching a kind of a strange trap, or passing through it, more accurately, in the middle of the room. No worries, Paul. You guys, I spent some time. I've actually streamed every day, every night for the past week. And I spent some time putting in special lighting. So if you are looking at the map in Roll20, you should be seeing some special lighting at this time. Is everybody seeing that? Or does it look the same as before?
Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty different. I'm definitely seeing some changes.
Like some gray spots.
So we're using... Come again?
A little shadowy.
Yeah. So we are using the advanced lighting in Roll20. So you should see light coming from the parts that of the dungeon that are illuminated will be from people who are light sources. And once you have passed through a part of the dungeon, you should see it as grayed out, so that as if you remember being there, but not all the specific details or current monsters that may be in that room. Does that make sense?
Yep, sounds good.
That's actually very cool.
Excellent. Alrighty. And I just input the special settings. I just input the special settings for Equitus's dark vision. So Equitus, you should be able to see.
I can't see anything. I'm
you
joking.
can't. Oh.
I'm joking.
All right. Good. I
think it looks like I can see what I'm supposed to see.
Exactly. I have input some advanced lighting. So you won't be seeing around corners, and parts of the dungeon that are grayed out are places where you've been but aren't actually seeing at the moment. So we'll see how this goes. It should be a pretty cool effect, I think. Equitus is blue.
Yeah, you made me blue the other day for some reason.
Because you ate the special piece of bubble gum.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
He's
turned into a
right, but I
blueberry.
forget exactly what it was I ate, but I ate something and it made me blue.
It was the helmet. You found a shiny helm upon the floor. it was oversized, although upon
Oh, and when
touching
I took it off.
it shrank down to fit your head, but then it made you feel amazing. Like you were just the absolute king of the world. Then once you took it off, you kind of you almost like came down from the high. And you were sad. Very, very sad, like Eeyore. So that's why you are blue, to remind us that Equitus is sad. He's also seems to be damaged. Is that correct?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
the
don't
last
feel
thing that-
great. I'll tell
The
you
last thing that
that.
happened last session was we finally triggered some traps.
Indeed.
But no, I'm if by damage you mean about to die, no. Yes, I'm damaged.
You fell down a pit. These are the pits here. And so did Bref, but Bref is a little tougher than Equitus. How's my voice, by the way? Have I been cutting out at all?
So far, so good.
You've been fun.
That is good. So, I showed you guys a little peek at the end of last session about what was around the corner there. But your characters have yet to advance that far, have they not?
No.
So, what do you guys want to do?
Well, after falling in that pit, I feel pretty good about continuing on now that we know how to get past the danger.
We should check out the plinth.
Yeah, I think that should be our next thing. That seems like the first sign that we've had of any kind of clue as to what this place actually was.
Should we try to figure out something for Aquitus? Because he's pretty hurt. I don't know if we should like walk into danger without seeing if we have any options.
Yeah, I don't have a ton of spells, but if necessary, I think that I could give him a healing spell.
I have one spell left. I could give him heal. I can like do damage with cantrips. I just wouldn't be able to do anything else supportive. If I...
Right.
M is maybe getting in to the game, which is the perfect time. I am getting her. Your healer is on the way. Just a moment.
Excellent.
Stand by. Just a moment. Aha! Welcome, Akiri. We are live.
Yay! I got real scared.
Good.
I'm not here to babysit you guys.
So, Equitus is heavily damaged from the pit, and everyone was just saying, what are we going to do?
Well, last I checked, I had a spell left, so I feel like we should do something like that. Equitus,
What did you do, Equitus?
I fell in the pit. I was just following Breath.
Oh yeah.
We this looked like a good room to go to, but apparently there was a pit.
No. The amount of damage you've taken is irrelevant to the value of going into this room.
Well,
We just have to walk more carefully. We'll have to take turns setting off traps.
Oh yeah, that's right. We don't have anyone with a high intelligence.
yeah, it sure would be nice to have a... Well, that's alright.
Are you out of the hole yet? Because I don't want because cure wounds is by touch. So,
I do remember somebody bringing me and Breath out of the hole.
I think
Yes, you guys all got on a rope together and pulled them out. M, are you going to not be able to join Roll20?
no, because I'm just on my phone.
Alright, well, there's something called a hotspot, apparently.
Yeah, I'm kind of driving home.
Oh, okay. Well, alright, you're going to have to navigate by audio. There is no image for Akiri, folks. Alright. Yes, indeed, Kenny in the Twitch chat. Damn RIP. Phone limitations. Do you want me to... what spell are you casting? I'll roll it for you.
Cure wound.
Cure Wounds at first level.
Yep.
Alright. So describe what Akiri does to cast this spell.
She's gonna come up and hug him.
Oh. Oh, that's a nice one, too.
What was it?
14.
Nice, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Also, Nico says hi. Hi.
Hello, Nico. We are live on the internet.
Sorry, he's driving at the moment.
Awesome. D&D and driving.
Road trips.
That's a whole new meaning to driving under the influence. Alright. So 14 points of healing. The power of Zhuurk, the god of feasting and celebration, flows through Equitus's body, closing the wounds that have, as he's, damaged feet after he fell 20 feet down a pit. Those bruises and bangs and cracked bone have knitted back together under their influence. The tiefling is now unharmed, but still sad, still depressed after removing the shiny helm. What would you guys like to do now?
Well, I see a plinth in front of me over here, but I need a little bit more light. So I'm going to step forward a little bit and let Akiri come up behind me, since she has the glowing rock.
All right. Is that what you want to do, Akiri?
Wait, I thought Breath had the thing. But, it never got switched over, the symbol never got switched over from me to him. Or maybe I
Well,
do still have.
you have it because Bref has a two-handed weapon.
Okay, cool. I definitely have it then. I'm gonna follow right behind him
Okay.
and.
Kenny in the Twitch chat suggests that Akiri is set to follow whoever she thinks won't get her into trouble might be the safest way.
Generally, probably Bella, but she's also not our tank.
Alright, so you guys should be seeing, after I move Akiri, you should see the lighting change as she is carrying the rock with light cast upon it. Unless Krim wants it back.
I'm good.
Alright. So, you've moved into the next room slightly, Bref. The plinth stands at your feet, raised just a couple of feet off the ground. It is a large block of marble with fissures kind of carved into the top of it that are set with some kind of greenish metal, probably oxidized bronze, although Bref may or may not know that. Oh, he's probably seen various things happen to metals on board a ship. It's a rather strange-looking object. The stone, of course, is a different color from that which makes up the floor down here.
My immediate idea is to reach out and touch it, but I'm not sure if I will or not. Let's see.
I would. I know. I don't feel.
I'll reach
very
out and touch
good.
it.
Oh no.
Breath. Your hand reaches out. You brush your fingers across the top of the marble plinth. It's cool to the touch, smooth. As your fingers run over the sharp edge on the block, nothing happens.
Friends, it's perfectly safe.
Huh.
Maybe we should, what is it, that stick helmet and try and, like, put it on the pool or something.
I'm willing to do that. Although that helmet, I did enjoy wearing it. But yeah, I'll put it on the plinth, I suppose.
Oh, I suppose the religious one.
All right.
I feel like we should maybe do maybe some knowledge checks on this thing. Like, what is this symbol that's on the top of the plinth?
Yeah. I can do I would do but what am I going to be best at? I could do a religion check.
Equitus, you cannot put your character in that space, as that is a wall.
Oh, I thought that was a... Okay, never mind. I see now.
And that's a hole. Don't put your guy there.
You guys are kind of crowding around this narrow
I
entrance.
moved aside to make room for folks.
I got it now. Okay. I can do a religion check on it. Or just a good old investigation check.
I'd like to do a history check to see if it's if I can recognize the architecture or the symbol as being from some kind of... We've already got a theory that this is some ancient empire that predates the Day Empire, but I don't think that we know very much more about it.
Agreed.
All right. Go ahead and make a history roll, if that is what you are doing, Bella. You're all crowding closely around this plinth.
And can Equitus do a religion check?
Certainly. Not only can he do a religion check, but he can roll a 1. Aquitus, you are pretty sure that this is your religion now. With your roll of 1.
Let me tell you about the star religion, folks. This is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
The dungeon delving chick trap.
Bella, you're able to tell that this is quite old, and looking at it so closely tells you that these grooves that are carved in it are probably meant to hold liquid. There are similar grooves carved into certain places on the floor, which I will now ping. Here, 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 and here.
Well, that's
Maybe it's the liquid from that strange pool in a few rooms back.
Maybe.
wasn't that illusory liquid?
I don't remember if we actually tried taking it out or not.
I think
Okay.
Harry stuck her room in it, and it tried to draw her in.
And when she brought her hand back, it was dry. I do remember that.
But I don't remember if we tried like a cup or a water skin.
Or a helmet.
Anyone had anything to store it in, but I remember recommending that someone take some of it.
Well, I mean, we could try. What have we got? What have we got? Just try to store it in.
I've got a water skin.
Well, let's see if we can put any of it in a water skin, and at least that'll answer that.
All right. I guess I'll take whatever water is in my water skin, and I'll just divide it up amongst everybody else who has one, so that it's not wasted. I'm not just gonna pour it out on the ground.
Okay.
So you all
Yeah.
open your traveling water skins, shaking off the dust from your travels, and you empty
Instead-
Bella's into the rest.
Instead, why don't you put it in this helmet? Just turn this helmet upside down and fill this helmet full of it.
I mean, do I
And that way nobody loses any water.
to explain why I don't want to do that?
Well, okay. Alright. Okay. Alright.
Just wear the helmet. It's clearly doing you some good.
Make a
Well,
wisdom
I've already
saving
taken
throw.
the helmet. I've already taken the helmet off.
Yes, and now it's causing you to obsess over the helmet and try to get us to fill it with everything else. It's clearly some kind of a displacement thing where you wish that the helmet was full of your head, but it's not full of your head. So now you're trying to fill it with everything else.
Oh, well, I really was just trying to... Okay.
As
Yeah.
Bella speaks to you about the helmet, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, Equitus.
Okie dokie.
It's like Dungeons and Psychology over here.
21.
You shake off the depression that you were left with after removing the head-swelling helmet.
Whew. Let me tell you, that helmet, that's bad news. I mean, it was really good news for a minute, but bad news after that. I don't know. This is the kind of thing that we might only want to use in extreme circumstances.
Well, regardless, I mean, I feel like we can probably come up with something more efficient to carry the water in than a helmet.
Okay.
I wonder if there's some kind of ceremonial chalice or something. I mean, it looks like this place has been raided a couple times, so
True.
it might be stolen by now. I suppose we could ask our orc friend if they had anything, but again, he's been here for so long that he's probably had his possessions stolen too, so who knows?
I thought he
where
had
it
said,
comes
like, when he was back before he was attacked, it was just a trading post as far as he knew.
Yeah.
But I may be misremembering.
He said he wasn't familiar with this area.
Yeah.
Bella, with your dark vision, you are seeing further into the next room. And even the room beyond that. There's another rug. You may remember the one from earlier, covered in dust.
Yeah.
Equitus looked under just the corner. Atop that rug, there is a sword. in a scabbard. That's what that is. I think only Bella should be able to see this right now.
I think I can see it. I just pinged. Is that the thing that I'm looking at?
Yes.
All right. I say, well, there's more stuff further on. We could keep looking, or we could.
Let's keep looking and see if we find anything that. Let's keep looking. Keep our eyes open. I think that's a good idea.
I'm just gonna throw this out there because I'm having like a bad feeling about the place. I'm just like hoping we don't need to like fill it with blood or some creepy shit.
Well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But I'm not. I certainly don't plan on filling anything with blood.
Baby, same old.
Upstairs.
All right, so are we going? Which way are we going?
North to the unknown.
North. All right, let's go north.
All right. Nobody step on the rugs this time.
Yeah, right. We want to get in our marching order.
Is there anybody who has dark vision that I've accidentally passed over, who should be able to see better than just from the light from Ak-Iri's, the rock that Ak-Iri carries?
I do, but I'm not in the room.
Cordy has dark vision.
I have dark vision, but I don't know if I'm seeing what I'm supposed to see.
Yeah,
I think I'm seeing what I'm supposed to see.
You are. Looks like you are also seeing into the next room.
I think just Mavra and Cordy then.
Okay, Mavra and Cordy both need dark vision. I will get that going in just a second. But
Cordy, what race are
guys,
you?
just stop moving for a second. Cordy, what race are you?
I'm a wood elf.
Oh, I thought you were human this whole time.
Nope, I'm a weird tree elf.
I'm gonna go fix a drink real quick while we're doing this real quick.
All right. Okay, you guys should be set up with your own private sources of light now. Dark vision.
I can see clearly.
All right. Somehow Paul always steps away right when something exciting is about to happen. But that's on him. As you step on that space, Breath, and as you step on that space, Bella, something emerges. Almost from out of the grooves carved into the floor that I mentioned earlier.
Great.
Biff. Boof. Clouds of thick, impenetrable darkness shade your eyes from the world. A darkness so thick, even with your dark vision, you cannot see through it.
Kiri, could you come back? I need the lightstone again.
Oh boy, you guys. Don't step on the grooves.
Cordy, you can now also see that sword. both to you and to Bella. Can you guys see the darkness, by the way? Little pockets of dark. Okay. So yes, Bref and Bella, you're both enveloped in darkness. You don't feel anything. There's no resistance when you move your hand. But it is pitch black. Cordy, you're slightly closer to the sword. It is decorated with elven script on its brilliantly colored scabbard, in gold and silver filigree. The pommel bears a set of tiny jewels, and the crossguard is spectacular as well. It's quite a scintillating sword, clearly of elvish make.
Guys, there's an elvish sword up here. We should probably check it out, but I think we should be careful moving through this dungeon because it seems to be pretty heavily trapped. There were pits, and now there's darkness, and I don't know. But do we have a way to check?
There's only darkness because Akiri walked away. If she would just come back with the light stone, it'd be fine.
Can you guys see us? Because we can't see you at all. What do we look like from the outside?
It is these orbs of dark shadow are as impenetrable from the outside as they are from within. Equitus, do you have Devil's Sight?
Double sight?
Devils.
I just have dark. Devil's sight? I do not believe so. No, I do not have dark vision, but that's it.
Okay.
No.
That is all.
Bella, can you move? Or Bref? Either or.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to walk forward toward where I remember the door being. Or just in a direction where I think that away from the groove.
Okay, you can absolutely do that. Can you move yourself? Or can you not actually click yourself right now?
Did I successfully move out of the darkness?
You did. You feel no resistance. It is as though you stepped out of pitch black night and back into the magical lighting from the stone.
I really don't think I should move till, again, Akiri brings that magic stone back. Because until then, I can't see anything.
Yeah, can you pass me the stone? Because I can't see anything.
You can't see anything, Krim?
Or at least I can see very little in front of... Like, I can't see Bella.
That is odd. Let me see if I can fix that. That is probably due to my mistake. Let me see. How about now?
Nothing has changed.
Nothing has changed. Huh.
Yeah.
So you can see like a short area around you.
I can see Aquitas. There's a block, Cordy, and then there's another block with Bella's name in it, and that's all I can see. That's as far as I can see up in front of me.
All right. How about now?
Nothing has changed.
Nothing has changed. That's super frustrating. I do not know why your character is unable to see right now. It might just be updating slow.
I mean, when Bella moved, I saw them.
Here, move your character up a bit. Let me move you here. How about now?
Nothing has changed.
Well, did your character move?
Yes, my character moved, but
How
my line
about now?
I did see a shift in the
light?
grayness of the room. But
Your character is very stubborn and refuses to see anything.
I wish she wouldn't.
I blame the plinth.
All right, we may have to turn off the special fancy lighting. If it's not going to work.
Tonic Crim ruined it for everyone.
It's not your fault.
It's Roll20, man.
It might just be updating really slow because it's working really hard too, with 7 players. All right. All right, what does it look like now?
We see.
It's like all the lighting is on.
Not
You
everything.
can see it all.
Reset fog.
And now I got nothing.
Yep, you should see nothing now.
See, now this is Breath's perspective at the moment.
All right, have to fix the lighting. Please tell me you can see now, Crim.
Yes, I can see Bella and those 2 circles of dark and other characters.
All right. We will have to live without the fancy stuff.
Don't we all?
Don't forget the rest of the dungeon just because you can't see it anymore. All right. Where were we? Now that
I'm
that has
still
been
wondering where that magical light went, because I'm totally in the dark.
So, I guess I'm over here and just kind of like grab Breath by the elbow, reach in, like find his elbow, and just sort of like gently pull him toward me.
Oh, you're gonna lead me in the darkness? That's much oh my goodness, there's light everywhere.
Akiri, do you want to move forward with the light?
Maybe she cut out.
Sorry, I was totally muted, and I didn't realize that until just now.
Oh no! We missed your beautiful voice.
You missed my joke.
Yeah, you missed Nico's joke. He's very upset. Anyways, what was the question again? Sorry.
Do you want to move forward with your light?
I'll move to wherever I am the most useful.
Okay, so Akiri moves forward to the middle of the room. Now the 3 of you can all see this thing over at the other side of the room. Just standing there.
That's not pretty.
Its thing like a beard upon its face is a tangle of strands. Not quite hair. Something thicker and moving on its own. Below its long beard, it carries a glaive with a jagged blade, and its clawed feet and long tail and general appearance of absolute hatred for you marks it as an otherworldly fiend.
I'm gonna cast Mage Armor. I'm sorry, False Life.
Well, if somebody passes that information back to you,
Oh, I can't see
then
that, can
could
I?
certainly happen.
Anybody want to tell me what?
I'm going to slowly step, because you said it's not really moving. I mean,
It's
it's
standing
weird and
there. It's standing there watching you, but like the hellhounds, it is seemingly trapped, or at least within whatchamacallit, a circle of runes.
I'm going to slowly step into the room and see if anything changes.
I think we should make sure the doorway is not trapped. Oh no.
Too late. Bref has moved.
Just
I
like
should have left him in the darkness.
There's a weird noise. A wailing, as if from another world. And something appears behind Bella.
Oh, crap.
You look down, Bref, and realize that there are more grooves in the area you're standing. Did that come through?
Yeah. Grooves.
Good.
Okay. Now that I've seen that teleporting, I'm definitely casting False Life now.
All right. Your warlock's power grants you additional health.
Which is going to give me 1d4 plus 4. So I'm going to roll my 1d4. Why did it do that?
You rolled
I know.
44.
4, yeah, my bad. 4 plus 4. Five. Alright, so I got 5 temporary hit points. And we haven't rolled initiative or anything yet, have we?
Yeah,
No.
nobody died because I don't have any spell slots left.
Oy. Oy. Okay.
Akiri's light does reveal a little bit of the next room.
Alright. Oh, what are these things? Alright, I'm going to say, what do we even want? Excuse me, gentlemen, do you know anything about this plinth?
What language do you say that in?
Okay, I would probably have said that in Infernal. And then I would have said it in Common. And then I would have said it in Dwarvish.
Well, Infernal actually does get a response.
Ah, okay.
It blinks, and its beard rises, tip first. It can't seem to feel beyond the edge of the runic circle, but it's testing the barrier.
So he's either a demon or a celestial.
Based on what happened with the tree before, I'm not gonna move right now.
Equitus, you need to move up in order to do that face-to-face with one of these things.
Why do I want to face-to-face with it?
Well, you can't see it from where you're currently standing because of the darkness.
Okay. Okay.
There are more grooves directly to the north of Krim, Akiri, and Bref. And it looks like Cordy just moved on to one of them. Another cloud of darkness appears. Aren't those neat?
No.
Are those representing the grooves?
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Ah.
Okay.
That is fine.
Man, I swear the next thing I'm going to pick up is Mage Hand.
Right.
Something to do with that scepter in the middle of that carpet. I mean, that's just way too inviting. That's wanting us to do something with it.
I think we have to figure out what the trigger is for these magic circles. I mean,
Yeah.
making them appear, but we have to figure out how not to accidentally release them into the room like we did with the Hellhounds.
Right.
Maybe we should backtrack and try to get some of the water out of that pool. What do people think?
For the plinth.
Yes.
I'm
Okay.
all for getting out of this room.
All right. And what do we want to put it in? Just a water bag, just a water skin.
Who just
that initial
spoke?
Plan.
I'm sorry.
That was Mavra.
Oh, that was Mavra? Okay. I just wanted to know, just for future reference, Akiri, if you want me to do something with your character, definitely say that it's you talking so that I jump on that.
Cool, I will. But I'm pretty happy in the middle at the moment.
That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go get us some water.
I think I'll stay here for now.
I'm lost. Where is the water room?
I haven't revealed back all of the territory that we had to hide because it was struggling to load everything.
I got you.
Right here, Equitus, you are back at where the door was that none of you dared open.
Well, I don't want to open that by myself.
There's
Oh, I
that
remember
passage.
I remember this door. Okay, yes. Now I remember this hallway. Okay.
And this is where the snakes were. Some stairs.
And if I'm not mistaken, the water is going to be somewhere around.
It should be revealed now. Not completely, but I'm working on it.
Oh, hey, can I go along? This is Emmy. Can I go along with Equitas water?
As far as I'm concerned.
You want to go back to the mysterious pool, the two of you.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna hand off the light stone to someone else so they can hold on to it for a little bit, and then I'll follow Equitas back because I mean, didn't hurt me last.
Who is taking the Lightstone? Who do you hand it to?
I'll hand it to Bella.
Okay.
Actually, wait, no, I'll hand it to Krim.
Never mind.
Sorry.
That's okay. I'm standing here facing down a bearded devil anyway, so.
All right. So two of the party are making their way back to a part of the dungeon you were at before. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm the one who emptied out my water skin, so I'd like to give it to Akiri while she's walking past me. I'll just say,
awesome.
Try to get the water in this. See if it's actual water, and be careful. Don't touch it again.
All right, I'll try. And then she gives her a smile and walks away.
Okay. What does Akiri have dark vision?
Nope. She's just gonna hold on to Equitas's hand and hope for the best.
All right. So Equitas, are you leading her through by the hand?
Do I have a? I don't think I have a. Nope, I sure don't. I don't have a torch or anything. Because
you do have dark vision.
I figured I wouldn't need one. But yes, you can hold on to my hand.
All right. You make your way through the eerie pitch darkness with Equitas. It's a good thing you trust him.
Am I missing something?
He mostly trusts him.
Krim, I am giving you a yellow dot because you now are carrying the Lightstone.
Thank you.
So what are the rest of you doing while the two of them are walking? Hello? Yes?
I am not moving.
Am I missing? Is anybody saying anything?
Yes, we are talking. Can you hear us?
I know.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
What?
I think we lost Paul. Audio.
No! I can't say anything!
Yes. Akiri is role-playing real hard right now, as she is not in Roll20. Alright, so Equitas is restarting Discord. What about the rest of you? What are you doing?
I'm keeping an eye on the creature behind Bella.
Yeah.
Cordy's gonna step forward to try to get out of the dark.
That is accomplished without any difficulty. It's like a wall of shadow, this orb. You step out and you can see perfectly fine, other than these three large, shadowy blobs. Krim also, we'll say Krim stepped out before Akiri handed her the Lightstone.
Did the Lightstone affect the darkness?
Not at all.
Indeed not.
Totally impenetrable.
I'm interested in grabbing the sword, but I'm kind of terrified that it'll, like, release the blue runes on the monsters.
Yeah, let's not touch anything until they come back with the water. Just in case that'll help get rid of them by, like, filling the plinth up with the water. I'm really hoping we don't have to wind up sacrificing somebody. I mean, by somebody, I definitely mean one of the basilisks.
Should we check out the rooms we avoided?
I'm back. I don't know what the crap happened, but Discord or my mic went all funky. But I'm back, and I'm ready to kick butt. Oh, and my little dog just tried to jump up on my lap and misjudged it and hit his little head.
All right. Well, welcome back, Paul. I'm still... So you guys have emerged from the Orb of Light, but otherwise you're just kind of standing around and waiting? Is that correct?
Wait, did I miss an Orb of Light?
Orb of Darkness. The Krim and Cordycephii walked out without any trouble.
And Mia and Akiri are still waiting to get some water, correct?
Yes. So what do you guys do?
I'm just following him, hoping I'm not gonna die. I trust.
Well, Curls,
Please don't-
Curls, do you have any anything that you can put some water in? A pouch?
No, I gave you my water skin.
Yeah.
Oh, she
Bella
did.
just gave me
Okay.
her skin, so we could with this enough water.
Yeah, then let's use Bella's pouch, and let's go to the edge of the pool here and kneel down and dip the pouch into the pool, and then pull the pouch out. And what do I see in the pouch?
The water
So it
that
actually
you've
stays.
scooped up. It changes color. This greenish kind of water in the pool with the steps going into it. In the pouch that you're cupping in your hand, it swirls and clears, becoming almost invisible. It's so transparent.
Well, that's nifty.
That's some crazy looking water. Alright, so let's take it back to the plinth. So
I'm
let's
really
go back.
glad Breath is not there, because he would just drink it.
That is one of the worst things that could probably happen, honestly.
All right, I'll move Akiri back with you. All right. So while they are doing all of that, is anyone else doing anything while you wait? Or just standing still, watching
I'm going to
these...
regale the party with more, whatchamacallit, seafaring tales.
All right. Well, when Equatus and Akiri return, you hear Bref's voice booming out a rollicking story, and then the storm, etc.
You will not believe how much we're throwing up for the next 2 days.
I'm
Amazing.
just staring down the bearded devil, like glaring at him, 5 feet away from his face.
It stares at you with those yellow, blank eyes. Its gaze utterly full of hatred. Equitus and Akira, you have returned. Akira, you can see again.
Yay! You can be like, guys, look, he didn't kill me! Obviously a good guy.
Me?
The tiefling has allowed you to survive.
Of course I'm a good guy.
Wait, why did we think he was going to kill you?
Listen, you never know.
My goodness. I, for one,
So
have
I've got the
absolutely no
water
reason why
here.
we
Show everybody the
water.
water that I collected from the pool. Do we think that we ought to pour it into, or I mean, there are grooves in the top of this plinth. Is that correct? Roughly in that diamond shape that's on the map.
Pour it in. Pour it in.
What diamond shape on the map?
I'm assuming this here. That's a plinth, correct?
Yes.
And is that a little? I'm calling that a diamond shape. That green shape on the top. Are those
Yes.
just
And the starburst?
grooves? Yeah, the starburst.
This vague or star or sun shape are grooves cut into this marble stone and lined with some kind of greenish metal, probably oxidized bronze. It looks like a receptacle for liquid.
Okay. Alright. Guys, I'm going to pour this liquid into this here starburst thing.
Okay.
Any objections?
No, but like while you're doing this, Akiri's gonna go look at the guy that was right behind Bella, because she's curious. She wants to know what he.
All right.
Okay.
So while that's happening, Akiri is going to squeeze in next to Bella. I will move her. Akiri, you are kind of pinched between large clouds of darkness that have been summoned from the very floor.
That's okay.
Equitus, you pour the clear liquid
Very slowly
into the grooves, very slowly from the leather pouch. The liquid that you have taken from the pool falls into the grooves. The circular area is kind of slightly higher, it turns out. A little more shallow than the lines coming off of it. And thus the water flows down the kind of sun's rays until they reach the various 8 points. When that happens, there is a sound.
That was terrifying.
The darkness clouds
no.
disappear. The devils, the bearded devils, disappear. Aquitus disappears.
Oh, what?
Wait, what?
That's what he said. If you could have heard him say it, but you can't because he's not there.
Wait, can we hear him? Is he invisible or is he gone?
He does not respond when you speak to him. He is not there.
I'm saying what's happening, and I'm assuming nobody can hear me. No, I'm getting no response either.
I will come to you in a moment, Equitus.
Okay.
You have traveled elsewhere. What about the rest of you?
Oh, we are way too low level for this dungeon.
The plinth is still there, still with the almost transparent liquid placed in it. Equitus, however, is not, and neither are the bearded devils who were held at bay.
Which is interesting because Equitas is also technically related to them. So yeah.
That's racist.
Shut up.
So you're calling out his name, saying, Equitus, Equitus? He's not answering. What else are you doing?
Maybe we should touch the water in the pool and see if we can go wherever he went. He probably needs some help.
Akiri yells Marco.
You yell Marco, and your voice echoes through the sandy dungeon. There is no response. Your voice not seeming to carry very far.
Krim is gonna go put her hand in the pool.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna be
All
bold
right.
and actually touch the dangerous thing myself.
The water on the plinth or the water back in the pool? Because we've already touched the water back in the
Krim
Oh.
disappears.
Well, that's no good, and Breath's gonna do the same thing.
Breath disappears.
Wait, who disappeared?
Breath and Krim now. So half of us are gone. I guess this is what we're doing?
I
Well-
guess.
Okay, alright, fine. I'm gonna touch the water.
Bella disappears.
Akiri's gonna touch the water again.
Only this time on the plinth. She disappears. Who's left?
Cordy will also touch.
I guess I'm touching too.
Every single one of you, one after the other, has been teleported
Write a new character sheet.
to a new place. While that's going on, let's just do Equitus for a moment. Equitus, you have been spit out by an enormous mouth.
You.
All the way over here.
Oh.
You clatter upon the floor. Something unpleasant crunching underneath you. You roll around involuntarily, looking around, your eyes quickly adjusting to the pitch black with your dark vision, and you see the enormous fangs going that have just spit you out.
Okay, I'm gonna take a step away from those fangs for sure.
All right.
What I want to see if I can get a closer look at that. Is that
It's a wooden
post?
shield, slightly damaged and also covered in the crusty stains of something.
I'll pick it up.
You do so, and that's how Krim finds you, holding this wooden shield, as she too is spit out, lighting up the room while she holds the lighted stone in her hand. And then one after the other, every member of the party is spit out upon the floor by this enormous fanged mouth. Pff, clatter, pff, clatter. One after the other, you find your friends hale and whole, but you don't really know where you are.
So that probably wasn't our best idea in retrospect, but like, here we are.
Yeah, well, I want to start looking around the edge of the room, see if I can find any any doors, any crevices.
All right. As the light comes into this room, it is easier to see. And you can now tell that there is an opening on the western side.
Okay.
Is the
Still,
mouth moving, or does it seem like a
moving.
statue?
It's moving.
It is? Oh, that's
it
creepy.
seems to sit upon a similar plinth. You can't tell if it also bears those grooves because this enormous fanged mouth is... Arr, arr, arr.
So, question: is it organic or is it like stone or
A weird mix.
Oh, that's lovely. So wait, like, are the teeth metal or like stone or like?
It looks like the teeth are maybe stone, marble, like the plinth, but some of it is rippling and moving in an unpleasantly organic fashion.
So it's like made out of stone that looks like it's real.
Perhaps.
Okay, cool.
It would be difficult to say without touching it.
Well, guess what I'm gonna do? I want to pet. I want to.
You want to pet the mouth?
Absolutely.
Okay. You reach out to pet it. What's your armor class?
It's like 17.
Oh, yes. I forgot you don't have your character sheet open. Because you are
I'm like
not in roll
95%.
20. I will check it. Hang on.
So, do we have to add a NSFW tag to the stream now?
And there's a loud snapping sound, and you jerk your hand back just in time. The enormous fangs snapping just shy of your fingers with a 15 against your 16.
Why don't we not touch the mouth?
Akira's just gonna be like, "Hey, what? Why?"
Let's try to get out of here, okay? Breath, Mavra, you see the exit over there in the southwest?
What are the two things next to the giant mouth?
Yeah, they look like
I've been paying
Zelda
attention.
button.
Those are pillars. You're kind of looking at them from a top-down view.
Okay, so nobody else touched the mouth. It's going to bite us and possibly kill us.
Do the pillars look like
Cordy
they're
throws
load
an apple
bearing?
to the mouth.
The pillars, do they look like they're load-bearing? Make an intelligence check. What did you get?
That's a 6.
You have no idea if these fluted pillars are load-bearing.
I'm gonna try and shove one down into the mouth.
Oh, but
Cordy
Breath,
throws an apple in the mouth.
All right, discard your apple card.
Cordy, give it mushrooms.
I'm gonna go over here and get ready to make a run for it.
Do you actually have an apple card?
I have multiple apples.
Nice. Oh, there it is. Upon the table. The apple card. Nice. You actually found those. Some sweet apples in the desert, didn't you? All right.
Yeah, I want to put an apple through to see if it comes out the other side if we ever make our way back to that room. Just thought it would be an experiment.
The jaws go chowing it down, gnashing and mashing the apple. It's pulverized in an instant by the fangs. You don't see the apple anymore. The jaws open.
Guys, we need to find the diamond in the rough.
I feel like Bella is RPing in chat, and it's wonderful.
Alright, so let's get out of this room.
Can I try and push over the pillar?
Yes, make a strength check.
Do it. Just, yes, please do. Let's
I'm
all
gonna-
die in this room.
19.
Equitus feeling a little bitter. Equitus, I'm updating the lighting based on your dark vision.
Ah, okay.
Hey, so question. Since the mouth stopped moving,
Gotcha.
the mouth stopped moving, right?
So everyone hears an ominous cracking noise as Bref's incredible muscles are pushed up against one of these fluted pillars. It doesn't fall, but a large crack appears along around the point where he's pushing, bracing himself against the wall with his feet. Crack, crack, snap. It's quite loud, and bits of stone are flying out of the pillar. Also, dust falls from the roof upon Bref's head and all around the pillar.
These pillars are
That was
stronger than they look.
That was quite a display, Bref. Let me tell you, you are one fine specimen. Now, can we get out of this room?
Hey, so question.
I think. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Did the mouth stop moving?
It isn't entirely stopped moving. It's not actively biting at you.
So it's literally just moving. Okay.
Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. I'm doing a motion with my hands like it's teeth.
So it's just kind of chilling. Like, kind of moving around, but not really actively trying to murder anyone.
Correct. You're also standing upon bloodstains.
Well, that's lovely. Okay.
Oh, Equitus, are you still holding that shield?
Yes.
All right. Equitus has a shield that he didn't have before.
Hey, check out this shield.
It has a large bite mark out of one side.
Not a great shield. I've had better. In fact, I have this other shield that is better. But I figure I'm going to hold on to this shield because I found it in that other room and I don't know, it felt like I should hold on to it.
Equitus, make a perception roll. And Cordy as well. Equitus, I'm going to give you disadvantage as you have been making sarcastic comments at Bref and applauding.
Oh.
Bummer. I critical fail.
I got a 12 on the disadvantage.
Cordy, you are
I'm sorry, Bref.
focused on the mouth, which is perfectly understandable. Its fanged maw being right next to you. To notice anything much. But Equitus, you feel like you heard a noise while you were talking, but since you were talking, you couldn't identify the noise.
When you're too sassy to understand what's going on.
That's with your 12.
Okay. Alright, so let's, gosh, there's not really much else to do.
Well, these pillars are too difficult for me to conquer. I suppose we might as well proceed into the next room.
It's a good idea.
I really want us to check for traps.
Can anybody check for traps? Is anybody good at that?
I'm okay at it. I mean, I think I'm about as good as anybody.
Yeah. Then let's send you into the room first.
We could just send Breffen through everything first and hope nothing bad happens.
Bref has already stepped into the doorway
Yeah.
to the next room.
Well then. Problem solved.
How do you feel, Breff?
Does
So
anything
far,
attract him?
so good.
Make a perception roll, Bref.
Something I'm good at for once. That's a 22.
Bref, you hear something. You hear something that you cannot see. Stand by just a moment. It's a rattling, scraping noise.
I don't think we're alone in this room.
And then it becomes and only you can really hear this breath because it's so faint that everyone else is kind of either around a corner or too far away.
There's a sound in here, almost not quite, but almost like a rattlesnake.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Should I bring up the light, Breath?
That would be very helpful.
I feel like us people.
I do not like snakes at all.
I feel like us people who can't see in the dark should stick together real close.
Yes.
All right, I will now update the lighting based on Krim's movement. As the Dragonborn sorcerer is carrying the light rock. I'm
Totally
updating
named
it. Updating. Somebody's calling me.
How dare they?
It's my dad. You will have to wait, Father. Bref, as the light is not revealing the source of your noise, you begin to suspect that what you heard was a movement away from you.
I don't hear the noise at the moment. It might have left.
What is revealed are these stairs.
Are those headed up or down?
Up. Which reminds me, it is now the next day. So there's no daylight coming down those stairs. It is now the next day, but it's about 1 in the morning in game.
Does that mean we can recharge the stuff that we can recharge?
It does not.
Okay. Well, I guess let's go in this room and check it out.
Stand by. Alright, several of you have moved. Those of you with dark vision. I guess, Akiri, you're moving with... Who do you want to stand next to, Akiri?
Who are my choices?
Anybody.
Oh, there is everyone.
You should probably stay next to me since I have Light Rock.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Krim.
Alright.
And I'm gonna stick pretty close to her, so just from there on, I will say I'm moving with her.
Alright. With your dark vision, Equitas, and also Cordy, with your Wood Elf's sight in dark places, just beyond the reach of the Light Rock. Actually, wait. I have to update that because the Light Rock has moved, and we're not using the automatic updating anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, the light has revealed a quiver full of arrows, bristling with feathers. It is at this point... Bella, are you staying there as everyone is moving?
No, sorry. I'll bring up the rear.
All right.
So this shield right here, this is not the one that Quietus has picked up yet? Or
it sure does look like the one I had picked up, but I didn't drop it.
All right, I will move it off the map so as to be less confusing.
Okay. Should I write that in my inventory?
Sure. Shield with a bite out of it.
Shield with a bite out of it.
Or bitten shield.
Ruff McGruff says, take a bite out of shield.
All right.
I think we should move towards the quiver of arrows.
Yeah, somebody sure did leave their whole kit down
You
here.
hear another sound, and this time you can all hear it. A rattling sound. A scraping sound. And a voice.
Never mind.
Those of you who want to try and pinpoint it can make a perception roll.
I'll make a perception roll.
Yeah, I'll try to perceive that.
Me too.
That's a 23 for breath.
Got a 10.
Oh my god.
If you got over a 13, then you know that the source of the sounds are coming from the shadowed area of this room beyond this kind of brick set of walls, which are load-bearing. They rise up to the roof that encircle the stairs.
Can you describe that sound again?
A rattling, scraping sound. Very unpleasant and alarming to listen to.
So, is this like around the quiver, or would Mava with her dark vision be able to see it up
Possibly
around the
just
north?
Possibly just north of the quiver. Mavra does have dark vision, does she not?
I do.
Mavra. You do see it. It's enormous.
Oh, crap.
Many times the length of a man. This bony, snake-like thing turns its skull head toward you, long fangs extended. its eyes blank holes in the shadow. It sees you perceiving it. And in that moment, decides to attack.
Well, that's not good.
Also, guys, don't get hurt because I'm not sure who still can heal at the.
Don't get hurt. Okay.
A beam of bluish, icy energy rockets out of the shadow. Might take some time for that to load, or you might see it immediately.
I saw it.
All right. It's only going to take a long time for me.
But it came out of the darkness, but I did see it.
Indeed. That streaks toward Mavra, scattering bits of ice everywhere. I already rolled, didn't I? I got an 18. Does that strike you, Mavra?
No.
Wow. Really?
Wow, that's a nice armor class.
Just barely.
That's amazing.
Yeah, her AC is 19.
Nice.
It strikes the wall behind Mavra, spiraling out in frosty, jagged lines. There's a rattling hiss of anger as the thing rears up for battle. This alerts all of you, and it's that time, people. Roll for initiative.
Oh man, you guys.
Yay.
I forgot to click on my character, but I got a 17.
Alright, I will add you to the list, and you should be able to edit it yourself.
I'll eventually remember how to do it properly.
I also did that because I'm trash.
Alright, just a moment. I'm getting Akiri. Roll.
Yay.
Done. There we go. Akiri, you got a 7.
Lovely.
Oh, don't worry. You're still only the third lowest.
Was that Cordy that forgot to click themselves?
Yep, that would be the trash druid.
This music isn't quite doing it for me in this situation. Let's go to combat music. Oh, now it's loaded the Ray of Frost. All right. Just a moment while I set up a couple things here. I'm going to get the initiative order. Oh, but I have to roll for the creature that currently only Maverick can see. Oh, almost sneezed.
I have to go grab my phone charger.
Go ahead. It rattles there in the darkness. did I get? Yes. 9. Okay. Alrighty. That's interesting. How did I manage to do that? Okay, we're setting up the combat. Setting up the combat. The man with no screen name says, not gonna lie, the description of that quiver makes me want to point out the Freudian. Is the trash druid also Freegan? I don't get that reference. Sorry.
Freakin' is one of these people who only eats trash.
Oh.
They're so into not wasting anything that they only eat garbage, like found in dumpsters and stuff.
Huh.
Yeah, I would say that would describe Cordy.
Nice.
I mean, she's literally covered in fungus, so it's not like she's gonna find anything like that grosses her out too badly, right?
That's a good point.
Yeah, no, I'm all about the shrooms and the death and the necromancy.
Aren't we?
Classic druid.
You can also see Mavra. Something piled up. Bones. There are an awful lot of previous victims pushed into that corner.
Where is that? Is that in a corner that I can't see?
It's in the dark northwestern corner of this room.
Oh, okay.
Krim, you just saw a ray of frost rip out of the shadows and narrowly, very narrowly, miss Mavra's head, spiderwebbing frost out across the wall behind her. What do you want to do? You're the quickest to react.
Do I have to touch something to cast light?
Generally, you cast light upon an object.
Okay, like, can I just... 'cause I'm trying to...
Does the spell... If you open up the spell, does it have a range?
Here, let me click on it.
Range touch. That means you have to touch it.
Gosh, can I toss light rock in that general direction? See if that helps.
I don't see why not. Not only can you toss it, you could toss it to a very precise location with a relatively easy attack roll if you wanted to.
Sure. So, what do I need to cast?
This would be... Just roll a d20 and add your dexterity modifier. You can use the rolling tool on the top left-hand side, or you can type /R space, or /R space 1d20. Plus whatever your modifier is. Oh my god.
Wait, it's like there's a 1, so it's a 2.
Aww.
Was that a crit fail?
Yes it was. That is a natural 1 to throw the light rock. So instead of throwing it, you stuff it in a pocket. I'm just kidding. Krim, your hand is shaking. You didn't realize you were nervous, but your hand is shaking. And it's your knees are weak, your palm is sweaty, the rock slips out of your hand and clatters to the floor.
Okay. So I still can't see this thing.
No. But you can see that there's a brick wall between you and it.
Okay. Can I still cast another spell? Or
Well, it would have been your action to throw the rock to a precise location.
okay. So
Dropping the rock, well, it's still used up your action, I'm afraid.
okay. So the rock is on the floor and that's my turn.
Unfortunately, when you roll a ones, bad things happen.
Oh gosh, that was a great first turn.
And a great first roll of the night.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put a rock on the map once I can make it small enough. Right. Rock, 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 rock. At your feet. Wow, you can barely see it, but it's there.
Also,
All right.
quick, what's the initiative
Yes.
real quick?
Crimfenstall, Bella, Mavra, Cordy, the Monster, Akiri, Gref, Equitus.
Awesome, thank you.
No problem. Alright, so Crim, do you have any movement you want to do? Do you want to pick up the rock again?
Yes, please.
Alright. I wish I'd asked that before putting a rock on the map and all that nonsense. But that's on me. Okay, so Crim drops a rock, picks it up, and hopes no one noticed. Bella.
Okie dokie. I am going to go ahead and make absolutely sure that we can kill this thing as quickly as possible. And I'm trying to cast a spell.
So where are you targeting this spell?
I'm going to target... Did you see my ping?
No, I did not. Ping again?
See it that time?
Is anyone else seeing it?
I saw it. Yeah.
I didn't.
Am I being dumb, or is my computer just not showing?
Right there.
So I see
Yeah.
there's a green
there.
X. Yeah.
Oh, okay. There's a green X. I see, and it just played like 5 pings.
There you go.
Great. Okay, so that's where now fairy fire is a cube. So that means the origin point can be on any side of the cube. So do you want the cube? Where do you want the cube to extend from?
I would like it to extend, like, from that point to cover the whole...
From that point to cover the whole...
The further into the room, like...
Okay, so the full 20 feet of the cube are going from the X.
Yes.
Okay.
But centered on that point. Like,
Yes.
extending outward, but that's the center of the closest line.
All right. I will make a roll in case the creature has been caught in it. The DC? What's the difficulty class?
The DC is 13.
All right. Well, here's what's interesting. Mavra, you see this thing light up like a Christmas tree. Bright colors through the dark. Nobody else can see it because there is a brick wall in the way.
I mean, that's fine. I just wanted to, Whoever's gonna rush in there has advantage now.
Indeed. Okay. So now, is that the end of your turn, Bella?
No, I'll just move into the room, like...
You just made this really cool token I have a lot less creepy.
I'm not sorry. Okay,
What color do you want it to be?
I'll move up next to Crib and I'll take the light rock from her.
Thank you.
Okay, you're gonna take the light rock from Krim.
I take the goddamn light rock from
The
him.
goddamn light rock. What color do you want the monster to be now?
Oh, we'll make him bright green. Nice and snaky.
All right. So Mavra, you are seeing this thing light up a bright green color in the dark.
And I'm about to go toward it.
It sheds dim light in a 10-foot radius. So that's actually not so shadowy anymore at all. But still no one can see it because of the brick wall. Other than Mavra. You just see the shadows not get so not be so shadowy over there. Bella's turn is over. It's now Mavra's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna move over towards that green X.
All right. Perhaps at this point yes, perhaps at this point I will just show the thing to you all. This is getting annoying.
Oh man, that is a lot of bones.
A somewhat alarming amount.
Okay, I think I can move 2 more, but still not attack, so not close enough.
I mean, how much is a lot of bones, really?
Of course, the
I'd say that's a lot. Okay. It's bright green. It looms over you. This enormous bone snake. The holes that where its eyes, or where its eye sockets, stare at you lidlessly. Cordy. Or actually, Mavra, you still have an action, don't you?
I don't think I'm close enough to attack, so I'm just gonna ready an attack.
Oh, you're going to ready. All right. So if it comes in your range, you are going to unleash Warhammer Hell upon it.
That's right.
All right.
I'm looking for, what did I use? Oh yeah, this for readying. I'm seeing this thing bright green makes me sad, so I'm going to change it and just put a symbol on it because it's pretty cool looking. All right, so Mavra has readied. Cordy's turn. What will the fungal druid do?
All right. Cordy's gonna move up. So 1, 2. Here. Then I should be able to see it now, right?
You too now see the enormous, many, many feet long bone snake with a humanoid skull at one end, bearing long, cruel-looking fangs, and empty eye sockets that stare at you. It rests, it curls, rattling and slithering, its long spine and ribs, atop a pile of previous victims.
Cool. I'm gonna cast Chill Touch and tell him to chill out. 24.
All right. Interesting. The ghostly hand flies from Cordy Sephi and successfully strikes the thing. It recoils, rattling its spine and ribs.
Oh.
Can I, like, chill it with the ones tonight? Like, what in the...
You're going to... Yes, interesting. Unfortunately, I will only do 1 damage. At least that counts for something. It does seem to work, though. You weren't necessarily certain that necrotic damage would affect something made of bones. But it does. You have damaged whatever magic knits this thing together. Ever so... Come again?
I just boop its snoot.
You boop its snoot. And its snoot ever so slightly cracks.
Just a little.
Alright. The thing speaks. And it says, I was a king. Now, a guardian. Did you guys catch that?
I think you were saying something about the director for Guardians of the Galaxy coming back.
James Gunn, director, Guardians.
It said, once I was a king, now a guardian. It slithers forward from atop its pile of bones. It will slither back and rear up from its rattling bone coils. And its bone jaws open. And from within it, a white-hot glow emerges, crackling and snapping across. This is not going to be fun. I'm trying to, oh. White-hot lightning, bright flashes in a line drawn through Mavra and Cordy. I need both of you to make dexterity saving throws.
Eight for Cordy.
6 for me.
Yikes. The lightning burns through you. Flesh crackles. Blood boils. Huh. Well, I don't want to have to take my webcam off, but this isn't as bad as it could be. Mavra, Cordy, both of you take 15
Jesus
lightning
Christ,
damage.
we're gonna die.
The white-hot
That
lightning
sucks.
just rips through you, leaving a burn mark across in the center of both of your mass.
Oh, that sucks.
The smoke rises from them as the thing, its magic expended, rears up again. Now die. Akiri, it's your turn.
I really sacred flame the thing. Well, am I close enough to see the thing?
You will have to move either to the side that Cordy and Mavra are, or to the other side, in order to see it.
Okay, so I'm going to move into where I can see it, but where I'm but also as far away from the thing as.
You're gonna move to where you can see it, but as far away from it as possible?
Yeah.
Alright, so that would be to the side where Cordy and Mavra just got lightning bolted.
Okay, I'm actually gonna scoot to the other side.
Alright.
Just so it has options.
So it has options. Alright, giving the thing options. Akiri moves over here. And unleashes a Sacred Flame spell. I have to do that because you are not in here.
I think it's a dex save of 14 on that thing's part.
Alright, Sacred Flame. Let's see if we can get that to load. There it is. Alright. I will make a save. The thing fails to dodge, and
Yes.
Jork's Cleansing Flame does 6 radiant damage to it.
Awesome. That's really good.
Alright. The thing looks at you. Seems to have felt that hit, but it's almost it's just very impassive with its skull face. Okay, that's Akiri's turn. Bref, you're next.
Well, it seems my friends are not having a very good time, and so I'm going to rage!
Awesome.
And then I'm going to head over here. Oh, wait. I can't move past the... There we go. And attack the snack with reckless abandon.
Well, you can't move past the brick wall. That's correct.
Yeah, and this is open. I can't ping. But it was, when I did the ruler, it was 30 feet.
Yes, I think you can make that. You're right. No problem.
I'm going to attack recklessly. If I can find my weapon. There it is.
Breath,
Oh!
a critical hit.
That is awesome.
Holy crap.
Go, Brad.
That is awesome.
The Guardian stands little chance against the mighty Maul. So that's 18 damage.
20 with rage damage.
What is the name of this thing that we're fighting right now?
Dead snake.
It's a bone naga.
A bone naga.
Okay, so that hit makes as loud a resounding crack as, or more so, than when Breath pushed on the pillar. The bones fly off of the side of the thing. He snapped some of its snaky ribs, and it quivers backward in apparent distress as and from the force of the blow, as the maul just crashes through it. Its momentum dealing 20 damage and throwing the bone naga back. It is severely damaged. You see kind of dark energy crackling in where you've broken the bones. And it's like, you dare! An impressive
Yes, I
move.
do.
Yes, we dare.
An impressive turn from Breath. Equitus, your turn at last.
Alright, so I've been thinking and I don't can do, so I'm going to move up. I've got 30 feet of movement, so I'm going to go 15 feet to there. And then come up here and do the rest of my 15 feet to there.
Alright.
Oh, and click on the right little thing. And then I am going to give it all the full Eldritch Blast with acid damage.
Okay. Activating your copper ring that you found in the dragon's hoard.
And remember, this is going to be +1 to attack. So does 14 hit?
A 14 will just barely miss.
Oh.
The bolt of eldritch, beyond this world magic, mixed with acid, flies just past the skull as it sits atop the bone naga's.
Hate wasting that. Hate wasting that acid charge.
The bone snake sways from side to side. You mark off a charge. Aquitus's turn is done.
Question about that. That once it gets down to 0 charges, does that mean that it doesn't protect me from acid either?
Well, why don't you touch some acid and find out?
Good point. Thank you so much for your forthrightness. Fair enough.
It's your turn.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. I am going to move up my 30 feet right next to Breath.
All right.
Then I am going to cast a magic missile, all 3 at the bone naga.
Foom, foom, foom. 3 purple glowing darts fly from Krim's scaly hands and strike the bone naga automatically, dealing
3.
Respectable for magic missile. That's not bad.
dealing 3 damage, 3 damage, 3 damage from a total of 9. After its world was rocked, that only piles on even more damage. It's bits of it have been splintered away now of this mighty bone naga atop its pile of victims. Krim, is that the end of your turn?
I would like to move, but I know I can't. So that is the end of my turn.
Oh, did you use your whole move?
Yes, I moved 30 feet so I can move
Okay.
up behind him. And I know
Gotcha.
that's where he's gonna next, but oh well.
Gotcha. Bella, it's your turn.
All right. Well, I'm going to use one of my remaining bardic inspirations, and I'm going to send it up maybe
You're gonna give it to who?
to Mavra.
Alright, you can't currently see Mavra. Because there's this brick wall.
Yes, but she can hear me.
Is that all that is required? Very nice.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I'm dropping it in the chat just to remind everybody what it does.
And that will be a pink dot, yes?
Yes.
Alright, Mavra, you feel inspired by Bella's something or other.
Bagpipes.
Bagpipes. Bella's bagpipe music rings out, and Mavra, you feel it pumping in your blood. And it's now your turn, Mavra. Unless Bella wants to move.
Yeah, I'm moving myself.
Okay. Well, Mavra, you might as well start.
Okay, I'm gonna move close. And let's see, is that as close as I can get?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Yes.
And I'm gonna smash my hammer.
Alright, Mavra, you feel bones snapping underfoot as you reach out with your warhammer. Oh yes, you have advantage.
Yes, you do have advantage, so you get a critical hit.
Yes.
You have advantage, and actually Equitus did too.
Oh.
But it didn't matter.
It did, yeah.
Alright. Advantage means you just got a critical hit. Roll friggin' damage. Alright.
That's nice.
12 more damage. There's another snap of breaking bone as her warhammer strikes home. With a sickening snap, more of its ribs have broken off, leaving only crackling energy behind. Impressive. It's rearing back again, but it has this look in its dead eyes, like it's not going to retreat, and it has some sort of plan.
I have action surge, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it again.
No kidding. You still have advantage.
So 19.
that's a hit. Roll damage.
Nice. That was nice. Nice turn.
Another 8 damage. So you also did 20.
20 points in one round.
Wow. So that's another 8. Crack. Snap. This thing is on its last slither. It is almost falling apart.
Bring it down, Cordy!
Each vertebra barely still attached to the next. Cordy, it's your turn.
All right. Oh dear. Let's see. We're just gonna try with the chill touch again, because if it works, it'll be cool. If not, I don't know what else I can do. Oh man, that's a bummer.
What happened?
I got 10.
Chill Touch got you only 10. Unfortunately, the ghostly hand does not strike. Which means this thing, this guardian bone naga that guarded the main entrance is going to get another turn.
Can I move before it kills me?
You certainly can, if you have movement remaining.
Yeah, I didn't move at all, so I'm just gonna go behind this wall.
Okay, Cordy presses against the brick wall and only hears the sound of the rattling slither as it scrapes its barely held together bony way across the floor. It's gonna go there.
Would that be provoke of attack of opportunity for breath?
Yes, it would. Please describe how you destroy this thing.
So I see it starting to slither with like, oh no you don't! And I begin doing like a shot put spin with my maul.
A shot put spin? Right, okay, you whirl around as it's trying to get away. And loose your incredible maul, Chocoblocka, which goes flying and strikes it full on. The gathering electricity that was behind its skull is released in a harmless shower of sparks as it breaks apart, screaming out a final as it crumbles into nothing. That is what it was going to do, except down the nice little line you guys made. If you hadn't killed it right then. Well done, you guys. Combat has ended.
Woohoo! And you said these stairs are leading up.
Might be a good time to find somewhere to make camp.
Maybe. It might not be a bad idea. I don't really need anything, but if somebody else does, then I'll be more than happy to keep watch or, look around while somebody else rests.
There are still bits of sand coming now and then through cracks in the roof that lead up to the ruin above. So, what do you guys wish to do next? It is about 1:30 or 2 in the morning in game time.
I want to, and what? These are all bones here, correct?
Yes, an enormous pile of them, now added to by the bones of the Naga.
I would like to look through those bones.
All right. You search through the bones. Make a investigation check. Is anyone helping him?
Anybody want to help me investigate
After the creepy map I found? No, I'm not.
Anybody? Anybody? Give me the old
I guess
advantage.
not.
All right.
Has a bunch of creep.
Okay.
They
Well, I
stay
got an
well away
8.
from the bones.
I got an 8.
Alright, you get an 8. You find a lot of weird bones. And not much more than that.
We're good at killing things, but not at, like, other things.
Well, these bones are weird, and that is my professional opinion as a bone...
Investigator.
Investigator. Coming this fall on CBS. The Bone Investigator.
Alright.
Is this a doorway or is this a wall down here at the south?
That's a wall.
That is just a wall. Okay. Oh, I guess. What does everybody think about these stairs?
Breath would not think this, but I'm thinking this may be where the big basilisk was trying to get down.
You think that will lead up to where we came from?
Yes. Again, Breath wouldn't know this.
Yeah.
So,
but okay, that makes.
I'm not
sense.
sure why. Why wouldn't Breff know it? I mean, that's not particularly.
Because he's
clever.
kind of dumb.
yeah.
Well, all right.
Spatial. Well, let's see. Let's see how. Yeah. Well. No.
It is fine.
Well, then let's check out this room over here. Then.
How about we take a rest? Because some of us
Yes,
need some
you're
rest.
right. I'm sorry. I was
Too
just
late.
going-
Equitus is too excited.
I didn't. Equitus rushes in. Fuck all y'all.
Equitus, you can see partially into the next room from your current position with your dark vision. You can make out an enormous statue of a hand. In its palm, there is a gem. And there's something else in that room, too.
Guys,
Rooms.
if we're gonna rest, we need to rest, and we need to... Okay?
We could take a short rest. I mean, I don't know what the hit dice situation is for people, but we could do that if we don't want to do a full rest.
Well, I
think with spell slots the way they are, long rest would not be a bad idea.
Oh no, I definitely would love a long rest. I just don't know what our timeline is.
My only concern is something creeping up from that other room on us.
Well, I mean, we could go back to where the mouth was.
True.
For 4 hours, so she can take a lot of the watch.
I don't need anything. I don't need spell slots. I don't need, and I'm at full health plus temporary. I have 0 hit dice, but I mean I don't need any hit dice right now. So I really don't need anything. So I don't mind taking a watch. But where do we want to go to do this?
There is also, back where the magic tree was, there is kind of that curved dead end.
Any of these rooms that we've been to would be good. Let's just go to the mouth room. It's just right there. Alright?
Mom, I have to go to the mouth room.
Alright, we're going to the mouth room. Ready, break. Mouth room.
Actually, this does seem like a good moment to take a real life 5-minute break.
Okay.
To use the facilities. You're going... as you guys take your rest. So you're not going to venture back up to rest. You're going to stay in the sand dungeon, in the room where the animated maw is constantly open and moving slightly.
But at least we know where the maw is.
Yeah.
Stuck to one place.
It's kind of rhythmic and just kind of like...
And we are gonna take turns. At least one person taking a lookout.
All right.
Being a lookout.
All right. Well, I'll move Akiri in there as well. Now, this is a fairly uncomfortable place to camp. And you're constantly loomed over by the enormous fanged maw surrounded by bloodstains. So it may not be the most restful rest you've ever had, but we'll get to that after our short break. So, we're going to take 5 minutes, folks, and come back and be ready to keep going.
Sounds good.
Alright, I'm going to try and mute everything, and then I'm going to go on break. All right, I have returned.
I'm back. What did I miss?
All right. I'm unmuting things. I might have forgotten to unmute something, or to mute some things, but hopefully those things were okay. I guess we are waiting on Haley to return, as well as Paul. Let me check Twitch chat. Not much going on there. All right.
I'm back.
Cool. Okay. And there's Haley. Awesome. Okay, break is officially over. The party has elected to rest. Now, the light spell only lasts an hour at a time, isn't that right? So, other than the folks with dark vision, a lot of this is going to be spent in nearly pitch darkness. Except for perhaps a smidge of the moonlight coming in through the cracks in the roof. During those, does anyone want to do anything special during their watch? As you take a long rest.
During my watch, but I do have a tent that I'll set up.
Okay.
Anyone who, I'm doing okay. I'll do fine with just a plain long rest. If anyone needs some especially restful rest, feel free to bunk down in there. And I'm trying to think. I do have a tinder box, but I forget what's in the explorer's pack. I thought there was a torch, but maybe there wasn't. Does anyone else have a torch that I could light?
Cordy has a torch he can give you.
Yeah, okay, so we'll light a couple torches to make sure we can keep an eye on the jaws.
Okay, so during your watch, you're going to be lighting a torch. All right. I need everybody to make, unless you're going in a particular order, in which case, tell me now. Does anyone have a particular order they want to go in, or does it not matter to you?
Is this for watches?
Yes, for watches.
I assume we all will, so I don't guess it matter.
All right.
No, I don't particularly need any.
Great. In that case, everyone roll a perception roll. If you do not have dark vision, and you do not have a torch lit during your watch, you're going to have disadvantage.
Can I just recast light since it's a cantrip?
That counts as well.
Okay, so I have light.
This is going amazing so far. Everyone is either seeing everything or nothing.
I must have been distracted by the gaping maw.
You must have been.
Also, I still don't have my computer with me at the moment. So would someone...
yes. I'll roll that for you. Do you know your bonus offhand? No? Um,
I think it's decent.
I'll roll it for you. You get
It's gonna be your wisdom bonus if you know your wisdom bonus.
You get a 6. I rolled you a 2. Okay. You guys, let's see.
Okay, so my percent.
14.
That's.
14, 21, 14, 21, 19. 5, 7, 9, 6. All right.
I don't think we broke the average.
Let's see. Equitus, you got the lowest. Would you
Yes,
please
I did.
roll a chance of a random encounter, which is a lot higher in this dungeon than most places.
That's a D100, right?
Yes, it is. Or hashtag or pound sign RA will pull it up.
Oh, okay. Random encounter. Okay.
That's right.
90.
All right. You guys rest. You rest. Some of you trance or sleep. The 5th hour happens to be Equitus's watch. At which point, there's a sound like... And Equitus, you look up in alarm as a confused-looking basilisk is spat out of the mouth.
Oh, this might not have been the best room.
Roll initiative. Everyone else, you'll roll once you wake up, which isn't going to happen just yet. Actually, yes.
Quick question. You said this has happened at the 5th hour. Is there like an order? Because elves need 4 hours of sleep. Like, I don't know how that would work.
Do you remember what I asked at the beginning?
There's no order, but I just wasn't sure. Are we just like presumably just not? Because you said like people waking up. I was just clarifying.
I'll give you a 50-50 chance.
Okay, no problem.
So go ahead and roll a 1d2. Or a d100 or whatever. Evens are good. High numbers good. Alexis, this happens to be during one of your trance hours. All right. So you are in a trance and not aware of this basilisk being spat out of the maw. I need... Yes. Well, Equitus, it's very confused, so it is not ready for you to react. You're going to get to go before it does.
All right, and
you are... you would be surprised, except that you beat it on initiative. So you're not surprised, which means you can avert your eyes if you so desire.
Okay. I'm going to avert my eyes. And I'm going to step up 2 spots And I'm going to poison spray it. Because that's not an attack roll, is it? That's the disadvantage doesn't come into play there. So he needs to beat a DC 13 con save.
Indeed. Basilisks are pretty tough. It makes a save.
Of course he does.
The stony beast snarls. And it's gonna go for you. The scaly beast turns and lunges for you, its mighty stone-breaking jaws snapping shut just in front of you with a 10.
10 misses.
Yeah. It's also trying to catch your gaze with its glowing eyes, but to no avail as you are averting them.
Yes, I am.
Okay, Equitus's... okay, it's now time for everyone
wake
else.
Wake up! There is a basilisk that got spat out. Wake up!
The sounds of combat are erupting all around. And everyone else can roll initiative now as you wake up.
Breath is a heavy sleeper.
You're sleepy and groggy, so you have not yet really gotten the benefit of your rest.
Could someone please roll for me? Thanks.
Alright. That was Akiri, right?
Yep.
There we go. Do. There we go. You got a 7.
Lovely, thank you.
All right. Equitus, you're so quick, and so your adrenaline is pumping through your body so fast. You are gonna go again.
Alright, I know it didn't work last time, but I'm gonna try my poison spray again. With my eyes averted.
All right.
DC 13 con.
Basilisks are pretty tough.
Yeah.
And this one's thick hide repels the poison. It has no effect.
Alright, then I'm gonna stay where I am.
Alright. Bella, it's your turn. You find yourself waking up, your eyes popping open. This was Equitus's turn, so it's dark.
I have dark vision. Is that gonna help me out here?
Yes, you can see what's going on. It's dark.
Okay.
Your vision picks out with in the pitch blackness the forms of Equitus and the basilisk dancing in combat.
Okay, I'm going to cast a spell.
All right then. Dancing lights. All right. I should take the yellow dot off of Krim, actually. And I'm just going to put it on you. I don't really care where exactly the dancing lights are right now. They light up this room very effectively. It's bright. The basilisk blinks in rage and anger. It's looking at you. It's trying to catch your gaze.
I will avert my eyes.
All right. Bella's turn is over. She is lying on the ground, controlling some orbs of light as they dance around the room. Cordy. Or did you want to move at all, Bella?
I imagine I have to get up from prone, so I'll just kind of stand up and stretch.
You stand up and stretch. Oh, it's a basilisk. All right. You just stand up and that's it. So, Cordy.
Okay, I'm not entirely sure how this works in Roll20, but I'm on the edge of death, so I'm going to wild shape into a wolf. I'm not.
Okay, you're gonna wild shape into a what you said?
A wolf.
Where once stood your friendly druid, now a gray-furred wolf. And of course that'll give you an HP boost.
Yes, sir.
What does your wolf look like?
I'm just a pretty fluffy pupper, but I'm gonna snarl at it.
There you go.
The wolf snarls. Alright. Is that the first time you've done wild shape?
I did wild shape, but I did the like fungus bloom one, but I haven't shifted into a creature. But it takes your action to shift, so I'm pretty sure that's like my turn, so I'm just gonna...
Okay, did you want to move at all?
Let me check the stats on the wolf real quick. No, he's got plenty of speed, so I'm just gonna hold and like snarl.
Alright. You now have control of that wolf. It is now Mavra's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna scope out with my dark vision how to come up behind the basilisk.
It's brightly lit in here now from the dancing lights.
Yeah.
No dark vision required.
I missed that. Sorry.
But you can certainly flank the
Make sure you
the scaly beast.
Since I'm behind it, I'm going to smash my hammer on it and then avert my eyes.
You really can't. You have to avert before. You have to avert at the start of your turn.
Avert before then.
Okay. So you're going to make a straight roll, no advantage, no disadvantage.
A 10.
All right. That, unfortunately, you will strike a glancing blow off of its armored hide and not do any damage to it. Krim, your turn.
Magic missile time.
You still have spell slots?
Magic missile is a cantrip, baby. I bet.
You are incorrect. It is a first level spell.
Oh, is it? Oh.
But yeah, I still had all my spell slots until that ugly bone snake. So.
Nice. Okay. Wow. And you got a 5. Purple darts. 1, 2, 3. Wham, wham, wham. Go slamming into this thing. Dealing 15 points of damage. Wow.
All right.
That's impressive. Okay, I think that's the end of Krim's turn. Did you say you stood up? Okay.
Yes, pretty much.
Alrighty. This confused beast spins around from one to the other of you. Not sure what to do next. Equitus has at least hit it with poison, even though the beast was able to shake it off. So it's going to try to bite him. It face plants into the floor. Its teeth striking sparks from the stone. Conk! It rips up a chunk of floor and looks confused. It didn't mean to do that. The basilisk spits out the mouthful of rocks and looks at you angrily, trying to petrify you. Akiri, your turn. You find yourself lying on the ground, having just awakened. There's a fight happening next to your head.
I'm gonna jump up and then do magic. Sorry, not magic missile. I can't do that. Sacred flame.
Yeah, you wish. I kid.
Dude, I do.
Alright, Sacred Flame. So it makes a dexterity saving throw, tries to jump out of the way, utterly fails. What dice is that? D8?
Yeah.
Alright, it takes 5 radiant damage.
Nice.
Kabam.
Good one.
Do you want to move anywhere?
No.
Okay.
I'm good.
Alright. The bird lady stands, the power of Juwerk flowing from her and striking down the monster. Bref, it's your turn.
What's going on? Let's go ahead, Red.
You awaken in your comfortable tent. Since
I
you
wasn't
took
in the tent.
Oh, you weren't. Who was in the tent?
I offered it to whoever who needed a more full rest. It doesn't matter.
You were in your own tent, so you got the best rest.
Awesome. So I'm just gonna step over here, avert my eyes, and attack recklessly.
You have healed your HP because you were resting in a tent.
Oh, that would be a 23.
That is a hit. Roll damage for the maul. 13 points. Wham!
15 points.
15. Oh, you raged.
A sleepy rage.
Right, an angry sleeper is what breath is.
I don't like me waking up before
wait, that was actually a 20. Are you averting your eyes at the start of your turn?
I am, but I'm also attacking recklessly.
Oh, I see. So it was a 23. Okay, so you have been reckless, leaving yourself open to potential attack. Equitus, your turn. Are you averting your eyes?
Yes, I am averting my eyes, and I am going to... Man, I'm just gonna go ahead and poison spray it again.
Again. Alright. Let's see how tough it is now that it's been hit by a few people. Not as tough as before. I got a 7.
Well, one big point, mister.
Finally, some poison gets
one.
through.
+1 for my gauge.
1.
Yeah.
Alright. So 2 damage from poison to this thing. It gets in its wounds and it stings. Bella, your turn.
Alrighty. I'm going to... we haven't gotten anything back yet. I'm right next to Breath, so I'm going to give him my Bardic Inspiration.
You're giving it to whom?
To Breath. He's right next to me, right?
Yes. Yes, he is. Alright, so Breath, you hear the sound of a bagpipe played, and it wakes you up. And you feel ready to go, the way that only Breath can. Dancing a jig, indeed. That is the end of Bella's turn, I think.
Yes.
Cordy, Seffi, your turn.
Alright, she's gonna run up here, and she's gonna attempt a bite attack.
Alright then. The wolf. Now, are you averting your eyes before you roll?
I don't think it's gonna. I mean, I would plan to, but I don't think it really matters. Because I rolled crap.
With a 6, the wolf's teeth do no damage to the hefty tank-like basilisk. Mavra, your turn.
I'm gonna smash my hammer again.
You hurting your eyes?
And averting my eyes.
All right. An 11 will not hit. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. By the way, with all of this combat happening, the jaws to the side are going... Rawr, 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 rawr. They're getting all antsy again. And now that it's spit something out, it's the animated maw is chomping away, hoping to catch something. Oh, hello, Grimslag in the Twitch chat, and welcome. We are in the midst of a random encounter during the rest of the party. The basilisk has nowhere to run. It is definitely not jumping back in the maw from whence it came.
You skipped over my turn.
I did?
Yeah. Drew Maverick goes to Krim.
Weird. I'm so sorry. I clicked it twice. Krim,
It's okay.
Your turn.
I'm gonna fire a firebolt at it because I am saving my spell slots.
Okay. From this angle, your friends are between you and the basilisk, so you'll have to aim carefully, and that will make it harder to hit.
And I'm also averting my eyes.
All right. Doubly so. Dang.
Oh.
Unfortunately, the firebolt flies wide, only irritating the stone maw atop the teleporting plinth. It gnashes its teeth angrily. You do no damage to the basilisk, unfortunately. Do you have any movement you want to do?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Ak-Iri, it's your turn.
I'm gonna Sacred Flame again. Well, okay. Never.
Although it is pretty strong and tough, the basilisk is not very nimble. Its 8 legs serving more to hold it up with its heavily armored body. So go ahead and roll damage. Oh, I'll roll damage for you. What is it, a d8?
Yep.
You do 4 radiant damage.
Not bad.
Alright then. The power of Juwerk has done damage to it. Breath, it's your turn.
I hope I don't come to regret this, but in the turn order mix-up, the basilisk got skipped.
Yes. And you damaged it, so it's going to be attacking you. Now you are averting your eyes, so it will get advantage against you.
And I attacked recklessly, so yeah.
I guess it doesn't matter then. Okay, the advantage helps quite a bit because that is a 22.
Yeah, that'll hit.
The basilisk's stone-crunching teeth snap shut around Bref's leg, dealing both poison and piercing damage.
So piercing will be halved.
Okay. The piercing damage is 8. The poison damage is 7. There's a terrible sound as the jaws rip free, and the basilisk rattles deep in its throat. Bref, it's your turn now.
So, from where I'm standing, is it possible that I can position myself in such a way that I push the basilisk towards the jaws and into the jaws.
It's a little weird with the people who are around you. If you,
what if I help?
If you, Bref, if you can move through your allies. So if you move through the wolf space and stand over here, then you can.
I want to try and push it into the jaws.
All right, Bref lines up his shot, and go ahead and make. This would be a strength roll.
Could I do athletics?
Sure. I'll allow you to use athletics. Try and do a judo throw.
Okay, 14's not horrible.
All right, let's see what the monster gets.
Slightly below average.
Its 8 legs, flailing, scraping along the stone. Its claws digging into it are no match for Bref's mighty muscles as you give it this football shove. And it goes, Ray! And then the jaws clamp shut on it as it's shoved backward. Blah! And there's a nasty snapping crunch as the stone jaws meet stony hide, and the beast is crunched and then swallowed, its dead body parts teleporting to who knows where.
All right, Bref. That's using the old noggin there, Bref.
That was disgusting.
Oh, who wants breakfast?
All right.
You guys can lie down and finish your rest now if you like.
Maybe we should go back up to the surface.
Yeah, maybe we should not. Yeah, maybe that's not a bad idea.
Well, we do have stairs right there. We could go up those and see.
Exactly. Dookie, going up the stairs. I just went up the stairs.
Well, upstairs, you find, let's see, this time it's about 6 in the morning. It's dark. It's cold. You do indeed emerge from the lair of Chukash, just as you suspected. This was apparently the main entrance, guarded by the Bone Naga. You find, curled up in a borrowed bedroll from one of you, next to the embers of the fire, the half-orc man that you rescued from a stony fate. He is fast asleep.
Well, we don't want to wake him, so...
I'm gonna, without waking him, I'm gonna take the sickle that I'd given him to protect himself on. Take it from him so I can put it back in my inventory.
Alright.
Because, I've got to have my hammer and sickle.
Okay. Kront awakens slightly. He says, did you... He says in Orc, Did you go through the dungeon?
We did.
We're about maybe halfway through, I don't know, but we really need a good sleep.
Yeah, I'll tell him all of that since I'm the only one who speaks Orc.
Did we determine he speaks some sort of broken common? Or am I thinking of something else?
He is picking up your common words.
Yeah. And I also speak Orc, but it's kind of an like this guy's speaking an archaic Orc, right?
Right.
Somewhat, yes. But his common was harder to understand. But now he's picking up your common. You guys throw out bedrolls and are able to bed down and rest. Now, do you want to sleep late the next day in order to make up for the combat, the interrupted rest, or do you kind of just want to finish the rest as best you can and have an earlier start?
I say we
'Cause it
do
is-
full rest.
Yeah, whatever we
Yeah.
need to do to get fully recovered.
Yes.
Okay. You guys take a break. You're a bit lazy the next morning. You don't get up at your usual time. You had quite a late night, and it was a rough one, and your sleep was interrupted. Go ahead and mark off another day's rations. Everyone can play ration cards, or if you lack food, you're going to need someone else to play it for you. Go ahead and play it to the tabletop. if you have
I
it.
saw something in my character bio actually. Since I'm a wanderer, I can find food and fresh water for yourself and up to 5 other people each day, provided that the land offers berries, small game, water, and so forth.
Yes, but where are you?
The desert. Okay.
Indeed. You probably wouldn't have too much trouble finding water because it is winter and there's dew or even frost at night occasionally. But food is a bit of a problem. You're going to have to specifically make checks for that. I see 4 rations have been played to the table. Does anyone not have food?
I have
Yeah,
food. I can't.
I have
okay.
rations in my bag, but I don't have the cards for rations.
Oh. Well, we'll get you set up with cards later. We'll just mark off a ration from your character sheet, and we'll get you set up with cards another time. Remind me. Okay. Nacho Pants in the Twitch chat. Hello, Nacho Pants. Haven't seen you in a while. Welcome.
Now I'm hungry.
We are playing D&D, Nacho Pants. Alright, so everyone has some rations that they have consumed of one type or another. It's not the most heartwarming food, but it gets the job done. It's been a rough night and a tough rest, but you make up for it by sleeping late the next day. You're finally awake and feeling refreshed at around noon. The sun is as close to as high in the sky as it'll get this winter. This wintry day, and you guys are fully awake. Your half-orcish friend has been kind of wandering around the ruin, not venturing too far. He seems a little nervous. And once you're awake, Kront approaches Krim, and he says, "Are we going to go to Torine now?"
I believe that's our next step, but let me talk to the group.
All right.
So, group, what are we doing?
I think we wanted to explore. I mean, there was at least that quiver, and there's a hand holding the gem. That was pretty shiny. I like shiny things.
So we want to go back down into the dungeon?
Yeah, I mean, didn't we want to go down and just sort of clear it out and see what was down? I'm still infected by the yawn. But we should, if he's willing to wait, I know it's probably kind of freaking him out to be here with his... I assume he must have known at least one of these, statues.
Yeah, I agree. I think we need to finish exploring, see what, I think it's worth it to see what else is down there. And, I mean, if he wants to go with us, he can go with us. If he wants to wait, he's welcome to wait. But that's what we need to do.
So I'm gonna say to Krant, we're planning on heading back down there to explore a little bit more. You're welcome to wait on us, or you're welcome to come down with us.
I'll wait. I have no desire to go into a dungeon. It's gonna be weird going back to Torine, seeing the old inn, and what's become of it. Sorry.
Grim, think if there's any taurine left after that one map.
Sorry, what?
I was thinking that. I did not hear that.
Oh, that was just in her head. Got it.
Yeah, it was in my head.
Right.
Thinking about the map and how taurine got X'd out.
Okay. Yes, that map is rolled up in somebody's pack. I think Breff's.
So, I guess we can head back down to the dungeon.
I'm gonna dig around in my bag, and I'll pull out an author's copy of one of my books, and I'll give it to Krant, just for him to, just so he can learn a little bit about, the new world that he's just woken up in.
What language is it written in?
It's written in Common, but he seems smart.
Krant doesn't really know what to make of the gift, but he tries and thanks you clumsily. Merci.
Do we get
All right, let's get back to it.
Back to the dungeon.
But do we get our spell slots back?
You get, you heal fully. You get all your spell slots back. And for each piece of camping gear that you have, you get 1 hit die back.
What about our things that, and I know I always ask this, what about our things that charge? Rings and amulets and whatnot.
Those have all regained 1 charge. Your items have regained 1 charge.
1 charge, okay. Thank you, sir. Alright. Let's go to the dungeon.
What route are you taking back down to the dungeon?
Yeah, I think I'm back
We should
down
probably take the big stairs.
the stairs we just came up, so then we're right back where that quiver is. We gotta check that quiver out.
Agreed.
All right. And there you are. I guess I should remove the pink dots, as the inspiration has not lasted through the night. You are now over by the stairs.
And none of us have any kind of detect magic or identify anything like that.
Aquitus asks.
Yes.
Oh, I should move Cordy. There's Cordy. And I'll remove the wolf.
I don't have detect magic, but I am planning on getting that as soon as I can, because it kind of sucks not to have them.
Yeah, that's pretty useful.
Well, let's have Breath pick it up.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's an option. You might want to look at it first, Breath. That's just an option for you.
Well,
just throwing that out there.
I'll take a peek and see if there's if I can notice any pressure plates or any kind of strings attached to it, any obvious physical traps.
Okay, make an investigation roll.
Another thing, just because this is like a new day, and druids prepare their spells, I'm pretty sure I can take detect magic today. If like we felt like that was something that would be useful, I could swap something.
Well, I mean,
He just woke up.
I think detect magic is, especially when we're doing a dungeon crawl, that could be very, very useful, in my opinion.
Okay, I'll swap something out for it.
Like for instance, for this quiver right here that we're in front of.
17. No, you find no evidence of any traps, no pressure plates, no grooves carved in the ground, no strings attached to it. It just seems to be a quiver bristling with arrows, gray goose feather shafts.
Alright, I pick it up.
The arrows rattle in the nicely made quiver as you pick it up. It's a bit blood-stained. And stand by. The markings on the there are markings on the feathers of these arrows. Markings somewhat similar in style to that which is carved upon the iron flask that Cordy carries.
Cordy, I think you're supposed to drink these.
Oh, I'll cast detect magic on it. I haven't put it in the sheet yet, but I can send like what the spell does.
Emily! Akiri has arrived. You're right over here and unharmed. Welcome, welcome.
I am genuinely impressed.
Okay. So, you sense if there's any magic nearby. The arrows.
I'll say I'll move over to the quiver.
Besides all of the things carried by your companions, you feel the presence of magic all around from the arrows in the quiver that Bref is holding. You also sense something in the enormous pile of bones slightly to your northwest.
Can I go check the bones? I guess. I think it says I can like see an aura or something.
Does it say that? It says you sense magic, a faint aura. You can use your action to see a faint aura. Yes, you can dig through the bones. Go ahead and roll on the random treasure table. So that's going to be hashtag or pound sign. RA will pull it up. Random treasure. $94. So, basically, guys, you all, let's look at this from your perspective. You see Cordy casting this spell. Now, Detect Magic takes a spell slot. Are you casting it? Do you have ritual casting?
I don't think it's a ritual spell. I understand it takes a spell slot.
I thought
Detect Magic is it is a ritual, but you have to have ritual. You have to have the ability to ritual casting in order to do that. And I don't know if she has it.
I'm pretty.
So if you want to take 10 minutes, then you can cast it as a ritual, and it won't use up a slot.
Yeah, I have ritual casting, so I would do that to not waste it.
Okay. While she is doing this, rubbing a copper piece, I think, in order to cast the spell. What are the rest of you doing? Because that's going to take 10 minutes.
I'm just gonna look at these cool arrows.
They are very cool, Bref. They look old.
Does anyone here actually use bow and arrow? Because I'd be happy to hand them off.
Bella does.
Yeah.
You got cut off, Bella.
I use bow and arrows.
So I pass it off to Bella.
Very well.
Neat. You said that the quiver looks finely crafted?
The quiver looks finely crafted, but the arrows are what light up when Cordy finishes her casting. It's just a very nice looking quiver. Well made, but very old. Very old. Antediluvian. Okay. Does anyone else doing anything during those 10 minutes?
I was just sort of watching, making sure nothing sneaks up on anybody. I'm very interested in this room over here, although I'm getting anywhere really near it yet.
You're gonna wait the 10 minutes out?
Yeah, because I'm afraid if I go anywhere near it, there might be a fight. I want us all to be at our... I don't want to interrupt her if there's going to be a fight.
Okay, so if you're all going to wait 10 minutes, kicking stones or looking around the creepy room, Cordy, you finally finished casting it. I already mentioned the arrows lighting up. You dig through the pile of bones, and you find something clutched in a skeletal hand. You pry apart the bones. It's a rolled up piece of parchment.
I guess I'll unroll it and just look at it.
You unroll it and look at it. It's a map. This map shows the area around Taurine and Arkney. And it has trade routes marked in bright red ink. And at certain locations along these trade routes are little arrows marked on the map, labeled "Attack Here."
Can't
Oh, gee.
with detect magic, can't you learn? It says you can learn at School of Magic. So.
You learn at School of Magic, if any. Yes, indeed. The School of Magic upon the arrows is transmutation.
Ooh.
The School of Magic upon the map is divination.
Good deal. I found a map, you guys. It's pretty weird.
Well, don't interact with it or do anything to it.
Don't do anything, says Bella.
Don't interact with it or do anything to it.
I
Don't
start
do
to
anything,
act
says
like I'm gonna
Bella.
lick it, but then I don't.
Yes, please don't. Magical maps are not good.
So, alright. let's check out this room over here. What do you think?
Sorry, what are you doing with the map?
I'll put it in my bag. I'll just roll it back up and put it in my bag.
Okay. You take note that before you do that one of the arrows points at the location very close to where you battled the Manticore.
Guys, I'm really hoping we found a Marauder's map because that would be dope.
Alright, so what do you guys do now? Having put these things away, or the map away, and I guess Bella collects the arrows.
Yes, did we hear what the aura was on the arrows?
I said it was transmutation.
That's right. Thank you.
Well, let's go kill a scorpion.
Yes, let's. Bref, Mavra, you wanna go in front? I'll go behind you, and then, we'll go in a regular marching order.
I should also note that there is writing on the arrows.
Is it in a recognizable language?
Pointy and
It's in a strange and ancient script.
I can cast comprehend languages and understand what it says if you want me to, but it would take up a spell slot.
We can do that one.
Let's wait until we get to a point where we can sit down and do it.
What is your guys' source of light down here?
I'm going to cast light again, so I have light now.
Cast it on one of the weird bones.
Light bone. Like I carry a femur like it's a torch.
Nice. That's
Didn't
wonderfully disturbing.
I thought Bref had some sort of thing tied around his head, didn't he?
Yeah, I made
for
like
a
a
while.
daisy chain thing.
Yeah.
I think, right? Like a
Just light it again.
Alright, so with Krim, where are you moving to, Krim, so I can update the lighting?
Here, I'll start moving into the room.
Alright.
So.
I have described this gigantic marble hand before. In its palm there rests an enormous gem, a blue sapphire. It glitters in the light of the bone.
I mean, is it to scale? Is it like literally the size of a person?
It's the size of someone's head.
Good grief.
And the hand is so big that you could easily fit a number of other similar-sized gems in there.
I think we should try to use caution going into this room because every room we've walked into has like triggered horrible things to happen.
The question is, do we want to touch the gem and risk releasing the scorpion? Or, honestly, I don't think there's anything else in this room. Do we want to back out and discover other rooms?
Does anybody have anything they can hit the scorpion with first that will make it weaker? And then some of us other folks who can maybe shoot from farther back. After you've weakened it, we can start shooting it from farther back as people like Bref and Mavra run up to it and start pounding on it.
Yeah, but the last time we sent anything through that circle, hit drop the circle.
The
Exactly.
circle. Poop on the circle.
So, yep, pretty much either hit the gem or back out.
All right, I think we ought to concentrate fire on the gem.
We're shooting the gem?
The gem is the one that's the size of a head,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Right.
'Cause I would use Mage Hand right now, but
Mage Hand, it's probably too heavy. It's a
Yeah,
rock
that's-
the size of a head. It's going to be more than 5 pounds.
So my thought is, me and Mavra get on opposite sides of Scorpy friend here, and someone grabs the gem, and we'll be flanking it, and we'll be just wailing away at this thing.
And I can even give you guys the
Push it.
bardic inspiration so that you both can get a plus 1d6 on your attacks, so you can make sure that you do a lot of damage.
We can do that. That sounds like a plan. It's starting to come together.
One of these.
Of course, that may all be thrown out the window when I do this.
Breath steps further into the room and waits for
Who's
something
good
to
at-
happen.
Who's good at acrobaticking up onto the hand to get to the gem?
Daredevil.
I can do that. So good.
Okay, then remember, that's your job.
Oh yeah, Akiri, you can fly. You can just like Mission Impossible down from the roof.
Yeah. I also have a +6 on my acrobatics, so like I have to really
Toast.
screw it up to screw.
Toast.
Who's saying toast?
That was me. This is a Mission Impossible reference.
Oh, right.
That's an old movie. Dang it. Okay, I'm going to step around the scorpion.
Okay.
Okay, where do you want me to go?
So yeah, just tell me when to run to grab the thing.
I think that
defensive.
Mayfra and Breath, you ought to. Yes, you guys ought to flank.
You flank it across the glittering runes marked on the floor.
And I'm gonna come. Well, why won't it let me move? There we go.
Krimonok Iri, as you observe the gem inside the giant marble hand. Go ahead and make intelligence checks.
I love Krim, but he can be pretty darn stupid.
Oh man. Hey, do we get a
I told you.
Advantage?
do we get a advantage
No.
because we're both doing it?
I asked you to do it. You're not discussing it. Okay. You feel like as you stare into the depths of this blue sapphire, like it's it's quite beautiful, and you've never seen anything like it. Worth a king's ransom, no doubt.
Can Cordy still detect magic?
It lasts for 10 minutes. I don't know how long everything that we've done has taken since I cast.
We'll say it's still active.
Hey, Cordy, come here, come check this out. But what is this thing magic? Like I'm assuming it is, but like, is it definitely?
It's like a 30-foot range, so
Yes.
I think it would.
You can see that these things are indeed radiating magical auras. The palm of the hand, the gem that lies within it, the glowing runes that surround the enormous scorpion.
Can I get the class or the schools of magic for the items just to kind of like get more information?
Sure. Let me double check what they are. The School of Magic on the glowing runic circle is Abjuration. The School of Magic radiating from the hand and the gem, however, is Conjuration.
Alright, so guys, alright, so the runes are abjuration, which I think makes sense, but the hand and the gem are conjuration, so we want to be careful.
Right, very careful.
Akiri has little to no idea what that means.
Well, conjuration means that it's going to make something appear, usually. And I would suspect that it's probably not a good thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm looking up in the little info box. I've typed conjuration, and it's giving me the type of spell. It says it involves the transportation of objects and creatures from one location to another. So it's probably the thing that transported us from the water to the statue mouth.
I'm sure it's whatever transported the scorpion, and it can probably transport all kinds of other things also.
And then the runes work to block or hold something, basically, which is kind of what we had already inferred. That's kind of what abjuration magic does.
Right.
Or ban it.
So then what do we want to do here?
So maybe we should grab the gem and whack the scorpion.
Excuse me.
Should we...
suspect, based on how things have been going in this dungeon so far, that if we grab the gem, we might wind up with another scorpion.
That's true.
That it could release.
Yeah.
It could release the runes, or we could possibly be transported to another place. I say we should probably get lined up in defensive positions and then touch the gem and see what happens.
That could
Sounds
work.
like a plan.
And everybody, like, what type of buff spells and abilities do people have?
No.
Breath is just naturally buff.
I have
Alright,
less.
so he's set.
And
I
I think
can-
Sanctuary is a buff.
I have one thing that'll buff myself, and that's it.
You might want to use it.
I did. I'm trying to look how long. Has it been an hour, you think, since I cast False Life? Since we started the game?
We
Oh.
run through.
I mean, when you cast False Life, that was like a different battle.
Right. So it's probably been an hour.
It's
Yeah.
been like 8 hours. Actually, yeah, it's been like 2 days that you guys have been here.
No, False Life. I cast False Life at the beginning of this game. No, at the tonight is what I meant.
It's you, but you've had a long rest in between.
You're right. Okay, my bad. Totally forgot about the long rest. Okay. Yeah. You're right. We need to buff whatever we need to buff.
I have Bless and Sanctuary, if those sound interesting.
Tell me about those, because I know Bless is good, if I remember correctly.
I think I'm just going to use Bless because I can bless up to 3 creatures of your choice within range. And then whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack roll or saving.
Right, you get an extra d4. Yeah, that Bless is nice.
So yeah, I'm gonna throw Bless on Mavra, Equitas, and Bref, I think.
Perfect.
You are blessed. Alright.
All right.
What's going to be our symbol for bless? How about a
We need a cross.
heart with a circle? Who was it? Mavra?
Bref and Equitas. Basically the people who are closest to the thing.
The real bless was the friends we made along the way.
That's right. Alright. It is
That's
now
a plus
the
4 to attacks, to attack rolls and
Saving throws.
And saving throws. Man, that's nice. Okay, for how long?
I'm just gonna throw it up in the chat real quick.
Okay.
It is now the 21st of Jaxu. For those keeping track in the calendar.
All right, Bless is in chat if you guys want to look up to it. Look up it. Look at it. It's concentration up to.
All right, we have a minute. Let's grab that gem.
All right, can I fly up to grab the gem?
You can. So what do you mean by fly up?
I'm just gonna grab the gem. Like that's however it takes to grab the gem. That's
so
how
you're just like, I don't want to be touching the hand at all.
Yeah.
That's what you're trying to say. Okay.
Like if I touch it, it's not that big of a deal. But like I'm just gonna try to grab the gem.
What's your strength score?
Do you want the mod or just the strength score?
Score.
8.
And how much weight does it say you're currently carrying on your character sheet?
Um, 31 pounds.
All right. You can barely lift this thing. Her wings flapping madly. Akiri flies down and with both hands, she pulls it up off of the hand. As soon as she touches it, there is a sound. Stand by. And of course, just as you feared, battle is joined. And the number of enemies increases.
By the way, during all that talk, I did cast False Life, by the way.
I know.
When we were talking about it back then.
All right. It's that time again, people. Click your character and roll initiative.
Thank you for reminding me.
I can get more than a 5 on initiative.
It's about time I had a decent roll tonight.
Initiative.
Ouch, Haley.
This is the initiative song. Woohoo! Initiative song. Woohoo!
We need some more upbeat music. Everything
I was trying to sing the upbeat initiative song.
I know, and it was refreshing because everything we have is so.
You're the Elliot Kalin of our little group.
Kind of on the dismal side is the music on here. All right,
we get initiatives.
Let's see here. Yoinch.
I might humbly suggest some rousing bagpipe tunes.
Well, if you make me a file.
You know what? I came this close to having a file ready for you. I'll have one by next time.
Did you get my file?
I did, and it's so huge.
I'm telling you,
I tried to upload it to Roll20 and it failed, so I'm going to try again.
I will edit down people's files to just the best parts and make them small. I'll be happy to do that if you'll tell me what you want and what the best part of it is. I'll edit down to something small.
I'm going to try to, well, hang on. Maybe it did upload. Stand by. Where are you? You silly song. I think you know what? It did upload. I have it.
Yeah.
I like left it to, you know, to go for a long time, and I think it finally did. There it is. For when you roll we should have played it for your critical hit. That was that awesome critical hit that did 20 damage.
Well, maybe you'll have another one here in a second. Alright.
That's pretty awesome.
That's awesome, yes.
I don't want to play it for too long on the stream, but that is awesome. That'll wake us up.
Oh, yeah, do we need to worry about... Since you're streaming this, do we need to worry about stuff like that?
Yes.
Well,
we do. But I think it'll be.
Portion.
Yeah,
is okay.
Yeah. If we just play a really short clip of it, it'll probably won't get muted.
Okay.
Hopefully. Okay. So. Well rolled, well set up, guys. Make sure you write down all of the buff spells, and if you had any specific plans, write them down, because we are ending here as we join battle with these terrible scorpions.
Alright.
Alright.
So, thank you all very much for playing. I'm going to just close out the stream here. So, thanks for joining me, viewers, and anyone else who watches this video later on. This has been the Wildlands campaign with all these cool people that play with me: Jeremy, Emily, Paul, Alexis, Haley, Danielle, Kirsten. Yeah, thanks for checking us out, and we're going to turn this off now. So, good night. And bye-bye.